1, 2, 3, 4.
What is up? What is going on, knuckleheads and Shave Nation? I don't know why I said that. Anyways, I'm going to do another shave today. Had an exciting mail call the other day where I got the Rockwell 6S and the Rockwell 6C to compare, which is pretty awesome. Canadian designed and made by a Canadian guy, Gareth Everard. Yeah, super stoked to have them. Guys in the Canadian wet shavers and all over Instagram, Facebook groups, everywhere rave about the 6S and the 6C, saying they're amazing razors, blah, blah, blah. But until you try it for yourself, it's hard to believe. Did a shave yesterday. I didn't film it. I was going to, but I wasn't feeling that well. With the 6S on the number 3 plate with a feather, and it was phenomenal. Just fantastic. Yeah, awesome shave. I see why guys call it the rad killer or the best adjustable. So on and so on. Lots of rave reviews about it. After using it myself, wow, super smooth, like just buttery smooth. Almost felt like cheating, like some of these other guys said it feels like cheating because you don't feel the blade. Anyways, I digress. Awesome shave. So today, we're going to try something different. Not that much different, but we're going to do this is the 6C, and this is the gunmetal finish. I'll show you that. Gunmetal plated. There's the box. Came with the same plates as the 6S. So this is the 3 that I'm using today. You can see that, the R3, R3. Yeah, so I'm going to go with the same plate, same blade. And I just got to say, I love the finish, the color of this. I don't know if it's picking up that well, but super, like, nice dark, not black, but like really dark silver gunmetal, like it says. But yeah, looks amazing. Finish-wise, I kind of like the looks of this one better. Just upon first feel, the knurling doesn't seem quite as grippy, probably because of the plating, as the 6S, but still plenty of grip. 6S grip is just like, it feels like your fingers are stuck to it. But yeah, still great so far. But let's get into a shave. So 6C is the razor. The brush, another Canadian-made product by Spiffo. You've seen this before. This is the Gumdrop handle with the Luxido knot. One of my favorite knots, if not my favorite synthetic knot out there. Phenomenal knot. Feels like a badger that acts like a synthetic, dries super fast. Awesome. Soap. Talon Steel Dark, one of my favorites of all time. I decided to use this because a cool day out, and I just feel like nice warm, chocolatey, coffee, cocoa, peppermint scent, so we'll go with that. And to finish it off is my only non-Canadian product, but is one of my favorites. I always, well, almost always pair it with dark, and that is my Havana Balm from Barbary Coast. This is awesome stuff, just fantastic. And actually, Barbary Coast just started Hemingway accoutrements. Check them out. Really high-end stuff. Looks awesome. Really can't wait to try some of that stuff in the future. The scents of that sound amazing. But this one, Havana, is just awesome. If you like tobacco, it's kind of a gourmande tobacco. Fantastic stuff. But let's get into it. It's 3 minutes. I haven't even wet the brush on my face yet, so let's do that. Wet the face. Put some water in the brush. Rinse the brush out a bit. I'm just going to load the brush. As I always say, I load a pretty dry brush. Just something I do. You don't have to do that. Not saying that's right, not saying that's wrong, but for me, it allows me to control the water content of the soap better. Keeps me from getting that like soupy crap that you can't leave. Lather, especially because I'm a face lather. If you're bowl lathering, it's probably fine because you just whip it around in the bowl, but yeah, I don't want to take all day lathering, so I think that's going to be plenty of soap. I'm going to put a little bit of water right in there because I know there's not enough water in there. There we go. Just a couple drops. Wet the face. Let's get to it. So as I was saying about this knot, it's got a little bit of scritch to it. So it's got that badger feel to it. But as I said, it lathers so fast. And it dries, like all the great qualities of a synthetic dries super fast. But it does splay pretty good too. And actually my favorite part of this brush is the handle. The gumdrop is just, the shape of it is just, for some reason, it's just, you guys probably know, you probably have your favorite brushes that might not even be your favorite looking brush, but the handle just feels the best. And that's what, actually I think this handle looks amazing too. So I can't even say that, but. And actually Ed is, the guy from Spiffo, is on vacation, so people have been asking me about the Collins Trade soap that I used the other day, Jolly Tar. Actually, my buddy Justin on Red Island Shaver, he used Red Jack yesterday or the day before, so go check that out. Awesome soap, but it's not shipping it. I don't think he's shipping anything until March, so gotta wait for that. So it's a bit of a teaser, I guess. But wow, look at that lather. Just, yeah, phenomenal brush. The handle is just perfect for my fingers. Fast became my favorite, or one of my favorite brushes. Now, what we've all been waiting for, the 6C. Again, loaded with a feather. Holy crap. Just, yeah. It does feel like cheating. It's super, like, and it's not like the 3 is the mildest setting either. It's eliminating hair. Wow. One thing I will say, the head is a little bit thicker than some, so the under the nose is a little bit trickier, but it's not big enough that you can't get it. But compared to like my Tatara razor or something like that, the head is definitely a little bit thicker profile. But still, no problem getting under the nose. This soap is nice and slick. I wish I had picked up a couple extra tubs of this soap because it really is one of my favorites. That said, the new Talon Steel is even slicker. It's like new Talon Steel, like that's level 1, 1A, or 1 plus. I would say Talon Steel, the new stuff is just fantastic stuff. Here's my trouble area, so did a pretty darn good job getting rid of that. And weight-wise, I can honestly say I don't notice a difference in the weight from yesterday's to today. Like, it's not a huge difference. I'm sure if I held them both up at the same time, I would, but so I wouldn't put this in like a light weight razor or the 6S in a heavy. I would say they're about the same, like noticeable wise. Like some razors you feel are like friggin' heavy. Some razors feel really light. That is definitely, that and the 6S are pretty similar unless you hold them side by side. I don't think you're gonna notice the difference unless you are some incredibly accurate weight person. But like holding them 2 days apart, I couldn't tell. I'm not thinking, well, this is way lighter. It's harder to get that pressure on, not pressure, but like that weight behind the razor to let it do its work. Both fantastic. Let's do another pass here. Just rinsed off the residual. And I heard guys, one thing I heard with the 6S and 6E is the guys are like, oh, it's an adjustable, but you have to change the plate in between. It's such a pain. But for me, I have never really changed something. I don't change the level of setting that I'm shaving on, even with my vintage adjustables. I do the set it and forget it. Like, I never change from 6 on the first pass to 3 on the second to 2 on the last, or vice versa. I think I've tried it just to see, because guys have said that's what they do, but it's only something you can complain about, knowing what the razor is and then complaining that you have to change the plates between passes. It's kind of, you know what you're buying kind of thing. So it's kind of a null and void point. Kind of like when guys complain about the R41 being so aggressive, knowing it's a super aggressive razor. You know. Anyhow, so far, I love the color of this. This is awesome. So let's do the against the grain pass. See how it fares. Using the feather. I actually really love feathers. I don't find them too crazy. The first shave with them, I always have to take it a little bit slower, take it easy with it, because you never know. Sometimes they really bite. But I've never found them overly. Definitely wouldn't recommend to a new shaver. It's the one thing I always say. If you're getting into shaving, don't try a feather your first. I know you hear it on all the sites when people ask, what's the best blade? You get a ton of different people saying, but you gotta remember, if you're new, most of those guys are saying what they're using have been shaving for a long time. The guys like yourself, they're asking what the best blade is, probably aren't chiming in because they want to know what it is. And it's funny because you'll get a lot of guys saying like Voscod or Astra SP, and then you get a lot of guys saying feathers, which are totally different blades. So it is the one thing you really have to try a bunch of. Really got to try a bunch of blades. There's a bunch of share a blade, all these different places where you can try a bunch of different blades at once. And that's the way to do it. Although I will say, getting one of a blade and trying it and making your opinion is not good. Get a tuck of 5 blades. Because after one use of a blade, if I tried feathers my first ever shave, I would hate them and say I'll never use them again. So get a tuck of 5, try them out. Because I remember I didn't like Voscods for a while because I had a couple dud blades. And the same thing happened to me with Balzanos. Used two Balzanos and they were both complete duds, like just terrible. And then the other day, or a couple months ago probably, I tried one and I loved it. Out of nowhere, I was just like, oh, you know what? This first blade I saw in my drawer. Let's give it a use. Holy jeez. That went pretty quick. Just super easy shave. Like they say, it does feel like cheating. I feel like that took like no effort at all, which is kind of nice. Especially if you're like me and you shave in the mornings a lot. This is actually an afternoon shave. I have the week off. Or I'm off for the week, whatever. Yeah, like if somebody needs to shave quickly, that seems like a pretty awesome razor to grab. Just cold water rinsing. Wow. Yeah, can't complain about that shape at all. So again, that was the T&S Dark. So you can see the notes in there: vetiver, coffee, cocoa, ginger, benzoin, and peppermint. Definitely get the mint and the coffee and the cocoa in there. A little bit of the vetiver. I love it. Just a great, great, great scent. The razor, the Rockwell razors 6C on plate 3 with a feather blade. Bam. And the brush, once again, was the Spiffo. This is a Gumdrop handle. Oh, it's a Luxido knot. Cannot recommend that combination high enough. It just feels so good in the hand. And to finish it off, we're going to throw on, bam, the Havana Balm. Dumped way too much of my hand, but just a little bit there. So I actually got a brush I can't wait to use over my next shaves. I'm going to try it. I always worry about badgers just because sometimes I find they can be lather hogs or vice versa. Or just temperamental kind of thing. But I've been cleaning it because I didn't want the badger funk for my first use. As we all know, the badger funk isn't a good thing, and I can't use it anymore. I tried a couple brushes, but yeah, screw it, I'll use it. No more badger funk. I'll show you the brush I'm talking about. And this was sent to me from Yaki. This is their, I think it's like the High Mountain Badger. The tips aren't super white, but they're pretty darn soft. And look at this, a super dense knot. So looking forward to trying that. It's got a really cool handle. It reminds me of, I have a handle very similar to this from Oscar 11, which has got a bore knot, but the bore knot's sunk too low in it, so I don't really use it very often, which I should get reknotted. But yeah, so looking forward to using that brush in an upcoming video. See how that bad boy works. But yeah, just an awesome shave going today. Oh, face feels incredible. Yeah. Fantastic shave. My all-Canadian shave, except for obviously the Barbary Coast is not Canadian. But everything else in this shave was Canadian, which is, I'm proud of being Canadian. I will say that. Got my Canadian Wet Shaver shirt on. But yeah, so guys, thanks for tuning in and watching. Let me know your thoughts on the 6C. Have you tried both? Do you prefer one over the other? My findings so far kind of similar. That said, like, just because it is a plated razor, if you ever compromise the coating on it, there's chances of something happening, like getting what's it called, rust or anything like that, getting it eaten away is much more likely. Whereas with an all stainless razor, all it's going to do is dent it. It's not going to compromise the razor at all. So, but I think as long as you take care of your razor, like I have razors I started with 6 years ago that still look absolutely minty, Edwin Jagger, D89 and stuff like that. So yes, if you take care of your razor, I don't think you have to worry about that stuff. Like, I'm not chucking mine around. I'm cleaning after every use. That said, great razor. Loving it so far. Definitely got a lot more shaves to do with it, changing up the plates and stuff. I think on Monday, after the weekend, I'll probably try the 6 plate to see how the big aggressive plate works for a few days growth. But yeah, other than that, guys, again, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll put links below to my share a sale site if you're interested in buying a Rockwell razor. What it is doesn't cost you anymore. I'm just linked to them as an affiliate, and what it does, I get like 5% or 10% of the sale to me. Anyways, you don't have to use that. You can go to rockwellrazors.com, whatever you want. Doesn't matter to me, just putting that out there. And I'll try to get a coupon code. I think I have one, Perfect Shave 10, but I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I will put a coupon code below if I have one to save you money. That said, killer razor. Absolutely love it. Love the packaging on the 6C and the 6S are fantastic. Have a good day. I got to get going. I got some painting and stuff to do. So take her easy. Ciao.